So in this video, we're going to go over how to connect your Google Workspace into N8N. Now, I created a website on Lovable, but now I have a form that people are going to fill out, and I need a way to capture that information and send it to that specific client through email. So we're going to use N8N to attach a Google Workspace to a form, and this is the first step in how to complete that. You might be asking yourself, how am I actually going to know how to do this? Well, instead of searching all through Google or maybe looking up YouTube tutorials, I'm simply just going to ask ChatGPT how to do this. So you can see my prompt right here. Uh, can you give me a step-by-step guide on how to connect my Google Workspace to my N8N? So essentially, I need to know how to set up my Google credentials with my self-hosted N8N. And then it gave me a step-by-step guide. So if you see me looking over here at my screen in between cuts, it's just simply because I'm just reading the next step and doing it on screen for you. So you'll have not only the tutorial, but also the ability to get your step-by-steps from your favorite large language model as well. So my whole goal isn't to make you dependent on me doing tutorials. It's to really show you how you can get the information for yourself. And so I highly encourage you to use that prompt and start a chat in your favorite large language model, but then follow along on this video to also make sure you have visual pictures of what you may need to do in each step. All right, so now we're inside N8N and we are going to simply add a Google Sheet to it. So just come up here, Sheets, Google Sheets. Let's go ahead and add, and we're just going to use this as a task just to create the spreadsheet. There we go. All right, now we're going to go to create new credentials, and it's going to bring up this scary screen right here, and we're going to start connecting it to the Google Cloud. So I got to open up a new screen. And so now, just so you guys know, like, this is going to be my first time setting this up. You're going to go to cloud.google.com and you're going to see this screen right here. And you want to click just get started for free. Go ahead and select where you're at, which country. Okay. And then so it's going to come to this screen, help you understand. So you could select any of these, but I'm just going to put learn to use Google Cloud and hit next. And not sure, I don't see my answer. You should select that one, but let's go ahead and just select create AI solutions. There we go. And so if you already have an account set up, this is what it will look like. So the next step is we're going to go right up here in the top left and click on new project. And you'll see that it'll probably say your first project right here. And you can also just click on new and it'll bring you into this screen. And what you want to do is definitely put your name. I'm going to name this one N8N Google Sheets tutorial. Now, I don't have an organization yet, so we can hit browse and you'll see no organization. So what we can do is just hit create and it's up here creating the project. So now if we go back up here and we select it, go over here to the navigation window, and we want to come down here to where it says API and services, and we want to go to enable API and services. And then up here at the top, once it loads, we want to select Google Sheets. There we go. It's coming up. Okay. So you want to make sure to select this one right here, which is Google Sheets API. And now just click on here where it says enable. Now, this is actually a great point where you could check for other Google services. So you could have one Google connection for all of your Google services. So for example, you could also search out for, let's say, YouTube, and you could have the YouTube API in here too. You just click enable. Just for this particular tutorial, we'll just skip ahead just doing the Sheets one. So the next step is we're going to click on this part right here, which is the OAuth consent screen. So the next step right here is just click Get Started in the OAuth overview. And then what we're going to do up here is I'm just going to put N8N Google Sheets tutorial and then put in my support email. Then you're going to be brought up to a screen that's asking you if you're internal or external. We're going to put external, and then I'm going to put in my email and hit next. Then I agree, continue, create. All right, so now that we've configured our project, the next step is going to be configuring our OAuth client. So let's get into that. Okay, so inside this menu right here, we just simply come down to clients. All right, so once we're inside clients, we want to click create client, and then authorization type right here. It's going to be a web application. And then the name, let's go ahead and just name it N8N Google Sheets. Okay. Now this is the really important part. We want to click right here where it says the URIs. And we're going to click add URI. And then we have to flip back over to the N8N workflow, this scary screen that we saw at the very beginning. Just click copy, come back over, and then we're just going to click create, and then click OK. And then we're going to come up here to branding. And so we're going to come down here to authorized domains. Now, if you're using, let's say, N8N Cloud, you just essentially enter in n8n.cloud, but I'm doing self-hosted, so I have to come back up to mine right here. And then everything on the left side of the / I'm just going to copy that and then come back over here. All right. So mine kept saying invalid domain right here. And so I just backed out of it, came right back into it, clicked add domain. It gave me the cursor and I was able to paste it in. That's in there. Then we're going to come here and get the client ID, copy, come back over here, paste it into the client ID. There you go. We'll just come right in here to where it says client secret, copy client secret, come back over here, highlight that, paste, save. There we go. All right. I'm going to look at my directions over here again. All right. So now after we have the client ID, the client secret in, we'll just hit sign in and make sure that it's the same email that you've been using and same Google account. Let's go ahead and say continue, select all so that it has full access, and then click continue. Woohoo! Connection successful. There we go. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to title a spreadsheet here. This was so I can find it in my Google Drive. So I titled it right, and I'm just going to hit execute step. And it looks like we got a green check mark. Fabulous. Whole bunch of JSON stuff going on over here. And then I should be able to just come over to my Google Drive, and I should be able to search N8N. Did it pop? Oh yeah, here we go. So we have the right spreadsheet. And of course, it's a current blank spreadsheet. So there we go. We have success. So if you guys want to learn more about these easy step-by-step guides where I use AI to teach me how to use AI and AI agents, definitely subscribe, maybe like this video, drop me a comment on maybe what you're struggling with down below, and I'll see if I can make a tutorial about that as well. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one.